Okay, I know I said Shinkenja was my last stop before continuing work on the second Sonic Marathon, though I finished the show, really liked it, and I wanted to get my 2 cents on it. I watched the original Sword Art Online, and I thought it was one of the best anime in the world, till I figured out how shit the main character Kirito is. This dipshit literally pulled stuff right out of his ass all the fucking time. During the second season, simply titled Sword Art Online 2, the first half I really liked was setting inside the game Gun Gale Online. The style of this world made up for the lack of colors, because if you compare GGO to SAO and the other VR MMO Alfheim Online, GGO kinda looks ugly. And again, I do love the style of GGO, but it does not change the fact that this story is crap. I like the character of Xenon because of how cool she was. The gunphobia thing felt a little tacked on. Though it didn't really matter because she got added to Kirito's unholy harem, plus a random dude. And all GGO was just a whole missed opportunity. So much so that the show's writer, Sugasawa Keiichi, literally contacted the original writer of SAO, Kawahaki Ureki, and asked to make a spin-off. Though I don't really know how that works, mainly because Keiichi-san just didn't work on anything for the anime or light novel or anything. But either way, the big reason why Keiichi-san requested to make a spin-off is that he's a big fan of guns, so that's why, again, he has to make a spin-off. And if you do not believe me, he literally put himself into the anime. So did he do a better job than Reiki-san? Well, let's find out. This is my review of Sword Art Online Alternative, Gun Gale Online. We have no clue when the story of SAO Alt Gun Gale Online takes place, though we mainly focus on a character named Karen, who has a major complex about her height. To try and get over it, she asks her friend Shinohara Miyu, who is a major gamer in the VR MMO scene, to introduce her to some games. And Miyu introduces her to a game called Alfheim Online after picking out the new device for VR gaming. I would name it, but I forget what it's called. But then again, it's better than, the nerve gear from the first half of SAO. Mainly because this new gear, if it detects an abnormality in your vitals, it will immediately log you out of the game. And I'm pretty sure the nerve gear will still kill you if you die in a VR MMO. And no matter which gear they're using, it's a good thing they made sure that the gear just disables your motor functions, because, that would have been bad.
Whoa. It's so lifelike.
Oh, hey, man. How's the party?
Now, I bring this up because when she logs into LAO, she, immediately gets a heart attack, and that's mainly because of her avatar's height. And, that's the same thing throughout a lot of other VR MMOs she tries. Until she logs into Gun Gale Online. And she's literally a munchkin, maybe a little awkward for me to say, but she's called that a couple of times, so I can back up my point with that. And after a while, she meets someone that goes by the screen name Pitohuri, whose real-world identity I immediately figured out, and it's just kind of obvious, actually. They start becoming friends over time, and then an event called Squad Jam comes into the fray, where a gun enthusiast novelist sponsors said event. This is where Keiichi-san puts himself into the anime. Pitohuri gets Karen, who's under the screen name of Len, to participate with a man named M. After the first Squad Gem, M finds Len in real life to ask her to be Pitohuri in the second Squad Gem. Mainly because, of Pitohuri's batshit crazy nature. She wants to make a real game of death, just like in SAO. And the biggest reason to this, which is the only thing I'm going to spoil this, is that Pitohuri is using the nerve gear to play the game. And literally, she passes out, and normally the new gear will log her off, but no. She's passed out. But anyways, M says that if Pitohuri dies during the game, not only would she kill herself, but she'll murder M as well. Damn, she's crazier than Ted Turner in that Captain Planet sketch.
Captain Planet! Captain Planet! Captain Planet! Captain Planet!
Now it's up to Canon to beat Pituhuri with the help of Mew under the screen name of Kakojiru. And the story's actually good, though there's two things that bugs me about it. The first problem, I don't really know what it is. It could be how much M goes along with Pituhuri's shit, it could be how batshit insane Len gets at the end, I'm not really sure. The only other story problem I have is episode 5.5. Yes, episode 5.5, Refrain. This is a 12, technically 13 episode end. And no anime I have seen that allows this song has a clip show episode. I don't mind clip shows, but a 12 episode anime does not need one. To use Power Rangers as an example, when a season like Jungle Fury has one, like the episode Don't Blow That Dough, it's to catch people up with what's going on currently on the story. And well, something like that is needed for shows that are like 20 or 30 episodes and up, though it will depend on the series. And I know clip shows are used to save them money, but they are not like 5, technically 6 episodes in. And again, going back to Don't Blow That Dough, it's episode 26, far into the season, with the finale of said season being, well, 6 episodes away. One big step up from the original SAO series is that they actually gave the characters full-out personalities, though that really only comes down to Len and Pituhuri. I'm not really going to go into spoiler territory, it's just the way I am with reviews, but let's get Pituhuri out of the way. At the start, she's kind of obsessed with making things into a death game, even being pissed that she couldn't really participate in SAO. Which, if you don't know, the players of SAO, they will literally die if the avatar got killed, or if the nerve gear got disconnected or removed from their heads. And Lord knows how they actually got the SAO players to a hospital without killing them. She also got really pissed that she couldn't participate in the first squad jam. With Len's help, Pituhuri comes to her senses to, well, drop the death game shit. I already mentioned the whole height complex thing that Len has in real life, though I'm not sure if she's completely over it. It's kind of cool that she uses a video game as an escape, and it definitely helps with the size of her avatar. And well, video games are escape for a lot of people, including me, so that's really cool. And just like with Tekuru and Shinkenjet, it's like she has a shell. But she's the one who gets herself out of the shell. But yeah, with a little push and shove from M, because well, he needs her help to stop Pituhuri. The other characters may have not gotten a lot of development, though I like the whole team of high schoolers that uses GGO to actually be more in sync, because in real life they're on their school's gymnastics team. It's cool that they're able to come together as a team through a video game. The animation is really cool, and it's definitely on par with the original SAO, which I always thought was animated very well. The best part are the fight scenes, where the shots are literally being fired everywhere. The only thing I don't like with the animations are the colors. We spend most of the time in GGO, which, well, isn't a bad thing, but again, comparing GGO to SAO, and also LAO and all the other VR MMOs we got quick glances at, it's not really that good. Now for character design, I hate the color pink, though characters like Jen from Power Rangers Time Force actually changed my mind on it, to at least use in my artwork. But here, pink helps Len to stand out in GGO because of, well, the grungy colors that GGO is made up of. And not only that, but her size also helps her stand out. And one thing I do love about Len and Pituhuri's avatar designs is that they complement their real-world designs in both ways in one. To clarify, because I'm not the best of speakers, Karen is tall and Pituhuri in real life is short, and in game that's a complete and total opposite. And quick tangent, does anyone think that this team in the second squad jam looks like they're wearing Samus's power armor fused together with the Galactic Federation armor? Please tell me it isn't me, I hope it's not me, but either way, the opening to this anime is freaking awesome. The opening theme is entitled Ryusei, and I immediately knew why I loved the song specifically. It's sung by Eri Oi, and if you don't know who she is, she did the second opening to SAO entitled Innocence, the first opening for SAO II entitled Ignite, the first opening to Kill la Kill series, and she's just crazy talented in my opinion, and Ryusei is a great opening that showcases her talent. And the opening itself, it's actually really well animated. And voice acting, it's great, but yeah, to be perfectly honest, I would like to hear the regular voices coming out of the avatars. This is just because I think it would be funny to hear little girls' voices to be coming out of people who look like they inject millions of millimeters of steroids into their fucking veins. I mean, sweet Jesus, I'm surprised that high school students would want to play as a character like this, but then again, I have no clue what's going through their heads. So now, taking account of story, characters, animation, and sound, Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online receives an 8 out of 10. This was a great anime that I hope gets a good continuation with, well, maybe bringing back Bullet of Bullets, the event that was in SAO II, or, well, making Len a YouTuber of shorts, showing off her skills, though someone could use that against her and she has to think outside the box to actually take the opponent down. The story is good, but there is something off about it, and I really do love the characters. Though I don't get how someone can get a complex about their height, but then again, I don't think I have any complexes, so it must be possible. Animation is great, especially when shots are literally being fired. And at a standstill, it's a little bit stiff, though the animation is a hell of a lot better than Personified the animation. I will be making a video about that after the second Sonic Marathon, believe me. And at this point in time, SAO Gun Gale Online is available for legal streaming on Hulu and Crunchyroll. For alternate recommendations, I give... This one's kind of hard. I guess I'll give Zootopia / Zootropolis and Power Rangers RPM. These are kind of random choices, I know, but I do feel like they kind of fit. And, well, in Zootopia, we follow Judy Hopps, the first budding cop in the, well, city of Zootopia. And after a while, she gets a case in which multiple predators have gone missing. And recruiting the help of a fox named Nick, it's up to them to solve the case and to bring in whoever the hell is doing this. In Power Rangers RPM, we followed the RPM team in the post-apocalyptic alternative universe to the main universe. And, well, we see the team fighting a computer program named Vengex that basically forced all of humanity to retreat into the domed city of Corinth. If you like SAO Gun Gale Online, you'll definitely like those.